Hi guys. Anybody around? Surprise live. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I had so much fun yesterday. I've forgotten that I really do enjoy this when it's not a billion degrees out here. Anybody around? Say hi when you get here. Let me know if you can hear me. I keep turning my air conditioner off and it keeps coming back on. Oh, what's up with that? I'm just going to put a few links in of some things that we're going to be using today. Regine, hi sweetheart, you can hear me? Goody. Okay, it's me and you, Regine. Nobody knows I'm here. I made a post on my page, but it was only just a couple of minutes ago, and I decided I'm gonna go live. I was gonna sit here and make this all by myself, but it's a pretty easy project, and I thought, well, I think I'll just come on and do it live. So I have this poor thing. I have this piece from Dollar Tree, from the $1.25 tree, actually. We're going to ignore that, and we're going to work on this side, because that's no bueno. But you know what? I'm not going to paint the back. Usually I finish the back. I'm going to leave the back just as it is, because it's not super egregious. I mean, it's okay, you know. This side's going to be prettier. So, I posted today, I've made, I don't know, about 50 printable collections. And the one I posted today is my favorite one that I've done for a couple of reasons. It turned out great. It was exactly what I was going for. And Halloween, fall is my very favorite, hands down, my very favorite time of year. I absolutely love it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a Halloween collection that wasn't like gory or, you know, like bloody or scary or anything. I wanted more like kind of eerie and a little bit like a Victorian kind of spooky. And that's exactly what I got. I'm really happy about it. So I had to play with a piece of it right away. And that's what brings me here today. Like I said, I was going to sit here and do this by myself, but now you guys are here. Say hi when you get here so Regine and I don't feel like the Lone Rangers. Right now it's just me and you, Regine. I'm going to give it a second because nobody knows I'm here. You guys were very nice to me yesterday on my live, and I really appreciate it. It was nice to be back, and it was nice to see that that everybody was still around, and that you even noticed that I was gone. That was very nice. So, all right, we are going to jump in, Regine. Here we go. $1.25 piece. Okay. Gave it a coat, 2 coats of farmhouse linen from our friend Robin. Let me put in her there. I use all of hi Liz, how are you, doll? I was live yesterday and I had such a good time that I decided to come back today and do it again. And you're right, I haven't been here in a very long time. It's been a couple of months probably. The weather really knocked me for a loop this year. I was not, yeah, I wasn't prepared for how hot it got. So, we've got this. I've got this image from my new printable, which I put in the comments. All Hallows Eve, it's called. Look at this sweet little kitty. The collection is beautiful. If you get a chance to go through and look at the images, it's just, it could not be prettier. It's so pretty to me. But these are my colors. This is my time of year. These are my colors. You know, I love the fall. And I love Halloween. Halloween to me is fun because Halloween is like, it's festive and you can make good stuff to eat, but you don't have to give anybody any presents. There's none of that present buying stuff. which, you know, causes a lot of anxiety, I think. So I like that. Oh, you love the printable. Thanks, Regine. Hi, Robin. Hi, sweetheart. You taking a break? Paula. Hi, sweetie. Alrighty. So as I'm measuring this out, I thought I measured better. Here's what I don't like. Not thinking, I drew this line in pen, which I think is just about ready to come back and haunt me. I don't think you can erase pen. I'm going to try. Yeah, it's coming out a little bit. I kind of measured it. I printed out the 8.5 by 11. I printed it out at a little bit over 5 by 7 to fit on this piece. I measured it and then I printed it out. And that's the lovely thing about printables is you can resize them and make them just the way you want them. Made that lightened a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Patty, hi, sweetheart. Oh, thank you, Robin, for sprinkling. I sure appreciate that. I forgot all about sprinkling. Why is that? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. I better leave well enough alone. So, I'm going to use the Victoriana mold. We looked at this yesterday. This is Victoriana. I'm going to use it. Get you a little bit closer. This stuff's coming later. Let's get this decoupaged into place so we don't have to worry about it anymore. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but you know what I mean. Get it out of the way. So I'm going to take some decoupage medium. Thank you for sprinkling, Regine. Appreciate it. Really? Spam risk. I never answer those. All right, a nice soft brush. Now, I kind of put a crease down at the bottom. And I'm going to kind of make it a little bit harder. More of a crease so I can just kind of lay this right against the bottom and put it on. This is going to be so cute. I could have made this a little bit wider, but I didn't. So I'll probably have to piece a bit in here and there, which is not the end of the world, but see, like right here, it's going to be a little bit white, but I'll pounce some paint there. We can fix it. Okay, so I like the way that's happening. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of Mod Podge right down here, or what's it called? What's it called, Robin? I call everything that you decoupage with Mod Podge, but I know it's the decoupage medium. I get it from Robin. I don't know what the official name is. Robin, what's the official name of that? So I've got it. Another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how beautiful this prints on rice paper. This is rice paper. And it just, I don't tape it to anything. It just goes right through my computer. I'm not suggesting that that will work that way with your computer because I don't know your computer. But I kind of just, darn it. I kind of took a chance and sent a piece through my computer one day, and it worked beautifully, so I was very thrilled. At the end of this, I'll give you the link to the paper that I use. They call it mulberry paper, but it's rice paper. I think it has a little bit more body than rice paper, and that's why it goes through the computer so well, I think. That's my thought anyway. That was a little crooked. Now it's not crooked. Decoupage, varnish, and glue by Pentart. No wonder I don't say that. That's a lot. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Okay, so I've got it nice and anchored at the bottom. Then I just work from that part that's anchored. Hi, Lisa. I'll work from that part that's anchored. Patty, did I say hi to you? I can't remember. I need a piece of plastic. There it is. Okay, here we go. You can tell I wasn't prepared for this. I'm a jumbled mess. That's okay. Smooth it out, no wrinkles. Get my plastic on there. Nice press. I mean, really, hold on. Have you ever? It's just so good. Everything I love. Yes, I'm so happy with this collection. All right, we're up to 9 people, you guys. And there's going to be later when they find it, they're, oh, I didn't know you were going to go live. And that's the thing, you know, with me, you never know. I should mention this because now that I'm back in the groove, if you type into if you've not done this yet, if you type in exclamation point notify, all together, no space, exclamation point notify in the comments, you'll get an audible notification when I go live, because I do surprise lives and I do them, you know, pretty frequently. If you're watching this on YouTube, it doesn't work, so don't do that on YouTube, because I'll put this on YouTube, because in a month they'll take this down, and if I don't put it on YouTube, we'll lose it. Alrighty, there we go. We are connected. Everything's connected. That pin mark, I'm not crazy about it. You know what? I'll go. It does look like Jinx, doesn't it, Robin? That's nice. I can see a little bit of that pen mark, but you know what? I'm going to go around this with find your words, and what do you call it? Ink, with brown ink. I'm going to go around the edges, so I'll be able to hide a multitude of sins with that. It does look like Jinx, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, this is so good. Let's give it a little dry, and we'll sand the edges off. So note to self, don't trace with pen on rice paper. I was in my office printing this out and I didn't have a pencil, and you know, I took a shortcut. So here's how long it's been since I've done anything. Yesterday I'm sitting here with when we did our little ornaments, I had a nail file. I forgot, Robin turned me on to these little things. What's this called, Robin? Oh, Charlene, thank you for ordering. What's this called? A sand gator or something like that? But it works really well. And it's designed for this, so yeah. So just straight down on the edges, okay? Straight down, straight down. This thing even works better than the file. And this is a piece of rice paper that I can use again, so I'm going to be aware of that. Hi, Eloise. Hey, it's straight too. All right. Yeah, this works really, really well. Look at that. Like butter. I saw that thing on Facebook. You know those women, you guys will remember this because you guys are of a certain age like me. When those girls from Saturday Night Live would say sweater weather, and they'd say it really fast, sweater weather, sweater weather. So I've got that stuck in my head because, you know, I mean, it's not sweater weather yet, but it's coming. We don't really get cool weather till October, but it's at least bearable now. I have to look at the back of this because it's kind of rounded in some places, but look at how beautifully that takes that off. Just beautiful. And I did a dry brush of farmhouse linen, and then I went over it with what's it called? I went over it real lightly, almost a dry brush with black chiffon antiquing glaze. Yeah, so it gave me like a real cool kind of grayish color on the sides. A gator sander. Thank you, sweetheart. I knew it had something to do with alligators. I love that black chiffon, and I don't use it nearly as much as I should, but we're going to use it today on something, so. Something else besides just the sides of this. The sides of this was already orange, so I really didn't have to do much. I just wanted to kind of soften it up a little. Actually, this comes in pretty handy for that. A 90-degree angle I can't get into. Oh, look how cute. So cute. And this paper, you could put it on anything. It doesn't have to be a pumpkin shape. It could be any kind of shape, you know, just kind of look at the image and see what parts of it are going to show. I had 3 choices of papers for this little piece here, and I narrowed it down to this one because I thought this was the one that was going to fit the shape of this best, and it certainly is not disappointing me. Cutest thing I've ever seen. I love this so much. 105? Liz, ask for your money back. I'd like my money back, please. It's too hot. I think we're not even breaking 100 right now. We're in the very, very, very high 90s, but you know, we could get one more little push of hideous heat, but for the most part, we're past it. And every year I think, oh, I made it through another year. And I'll live here forever. You know, I mean, my husband's in gaming, so where are we going? We're not going anywhere. Of course, he's going to retire in 2 years, so. But then my son moved back, so I'm not moving anywhere away from my son. And my son just told me, he goes, you know, Mom, I'm not living the rest of my life in Las Vegas. And I mean, like, hit me out of the blue. I said, what? And he goes, yeah, I'm not living for the rest of my life here. So you have to stay here till I die. He said, well, I don't know. I said, well, then I move in where you move. He just shook his head, walked away. Oh, look how sweet. Look, it's perfect. The pumpkins are perfect. Look at a little bat. And even a little bit of what do you call it? Lettering right up on the stem. But we're going to do something cute with this stem. Anyway, some wood pumpkins, so now I'm going to print some of these. Yes, wood pumpkins, any kind of pumpkins. I dug out all my pumpkins, so I'm going to be doing Halloween for a while. So we got a really nice result here. I'm going to have to pop in some paint right here. I can see that already. What am I going to use? You know, maybe, because here's the next part, okay? You know me and my little bits. This is from Victoriana. I want to put it right here, okay? I want to put it right there like a label. The center makes the most sense, I think, but why would I want to cover up that? I don't want to cover up that. So I'm going to put it here, and because I have lots of time on my hands, I took and I printed the number 31 on a little extra piece of this rice paper that I put the cat on. And when I taped it down, I'm going to show you how I did it. If you don't know how to do this, it's super easy, okay? So this is my paper. What you have to know is, like I know that this is, and I always mark it, this is the front left in my computer. When this goes in my computer, this is at the front left side of my computer. I know when this comes out of my computer, I don't know what happens in there, but when it comes out of the computer, the design is on the opposite side here. So I always mark it so I know where the design is going to be. So I ran this through my computer once, okay, to get that. Then I took and I angled my, because I could see it, and I held it up to the light. Angled this over that, and I put a little piece of scotch tape, not a lot, okay? And then, because I know how it works now, I put this again at the left front, boom, out it comes, and now it's printed on here. The mistake I did make is the tape went over the 3 part, the top of the 3. I can draw that in with this micron pencil, and they say archival, but I know for a fact if you go across this, sometimes it smears, so this is going to be the very last thing that we do. So now I've got this super sweet little thing that can fit in here, and I can show you. I look at the top and see where the number is. I look at the bottom. I want to center this as best I can. I can feel with my fingernails that that's middle, but now I need up and down placement. Come down just a little bit. That feels pretty good. Now I take my fingernail and I run all the way around the inside of this, okay? And I press, I'm making an indentation into this paper. You see what I'm doing here? And when I take it out, I showed you yesterday to do it with tissue paper, but because this is printed on rice paper, it's easy to do with rice paper. It's not so easy to do with computer paper. Now you can see on the back side, that indentation. All I have to do is cut around it and it'll plop right in there. I'm so excited. Let's do that right now. Cut around it. I hope I did it right. I did, Robin. You know me so well. Farmhouse linen, Van Dyke brown. I'm thinking though, I might go over it with black chiffon. What do you think? Because we've got like touches of black here, and I'm thinking I might go over it with black chiffon, and I'm thinking that because, look, okay, now, this is why if you only buy one mold this season, it has to be Victoriana, and here's why. Victoriana has so many things going on, it's fabulous. I saw today when I was looking on Facebook, her name is Reba Rose. I want to give her credit because it's her idea, but I'm going to use it. She took these tassels and she made brooms out of them. Could you die? She made brooms. Oh, I'm so happy I saw that. So Reba Rose, thank you. I'm giving you credit, but I am using your idea. So what I thought, let's paint this broom. And I thought maybe we would antique both of these with black chiffon. What do you think, Robin? Just to pick up the black of the, you know, the cat and the back. Because we've got enough brown. We'll see. We'll see if that works that way on the other end. I need a brush. Oh darn, I don't have a thing of water out here. That's not good news. Usually I have a cup of water. Yeah, black chiffon is really good. It's really good. So I'm going to paint it farmhouse linen. Sorry, I'm off camera. And I can already see that I've got a little cleanup work to do on my mold, because you know all my molds are, 90% of my molds are hot glue. I'm a hot glue girl. So when I have bits of a mold that like is overhang, I call it overhang, little pieces that you don't want, generally I can pull it off with my nail, like right here I've got some that I don't like, and generally I can just pull it right off with my nail because it's very, very thin. I got a little bit down here on the broom bristles. Oh, that girl's so clever. I saw that this morning. I think my jaw dropped. I was like, oh, you clever, clever thing, you. Yeah, so Reba Rose was her name. I want to make sure she gets full credit for that because I did not think of this. It was her idea. But as you know, once you put an idea out there, it's kind of, what do they call it? What's that called when you put something out there? Free game? Fair game. Fair game. Fair game. But you should always, I think, give credit where credit's due. It's not my idea. I'm not going to act like it is. I just want to trim this. There. I like that. It's got a little knot in it, but it's a witch's broom. It's not going to be perfect, right? Okay, so there I've got that. And I'm going to hit it real quick. Yeah, Victoria is just the gift that keeps on giving, right? There's so many things. Like, I'm going to just sit with it next to me on the couch and look at it and see what I can see, because there's just so much going on there, and I just really think it's amazing. Let's black chiffon this little puppy and see if we like it. If we don't, we can repaint it and make it a different color. We'll make it I don't have my words. We can make it brown. Thank you, Van Dyke brown. That's what I want to say. I just put a little water in the cap because I don't want it like you know, black. So I'm just gonna pat this on. My farmhouse linen is chalk paint. By rights, I should seal that. If it was a big piece, I would seal it because I wouldn't want it to turn completely black, but because it's so small, I can work really fast and get the you know, pounce it like that and get. What do you think, Robin? What do you think? Should we? Maybe I should have done the. I don't know now. I'm undecided. So there it is in. Maybe we'll do a darker. Let's do it super dark. We may end up repainting this altogether. Let's just see, because what I'm getting now is gray, which it's not horrible, but do we like that? Because here's what's going to happen then. We're going to put a little jute bow right there. I'm just seeing if I like it with the black. I think I do. So I think, where's my little label? Here's my label. So if this, let's bring you guys down closer. Hi, Chris. Talent in the house. Chris is one of the most talented people I've ever seen. She's amazing. If you don't follow her, you need to. Salty Harbor Treasures is her page. Man, this woman. All right, so if I put this, I'm thinking about kind of angling it there, but then it might get bumped, or just, maybe it doesn't even fit on this piece. So I've got that there. Maybe I could put it here and put the 31 there. I think I am going to leave this brown. I kind of like the play on colors. Okay, so black it is. All right, all right, all right. We're going to leave that black, but we're going to leave this one brown. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with leaving this one brown. So let's put a little bit of decoupage medium. I should probably cut that out first. Remember, I've got the little, see? You can see exactly where to cut. Pretty much. Pretty much. Chris, this is from my new All Hallows Eve printables. You're going to flip. I know you're overloaded with projects right now, but girl, this is our jam right here. Victorian and just kind of eerie, but not, you know, not really spooky or, you know, bloody, and just, but it's got a really, like a Victorian vibe to it. Really happy about it. Really happy about it. So there's that part. I like to make it just as difficult as I can. It's not fun if it's not difficult. Perfect on that side. See, when you take your nail, it gives you a perfect lines to cut. It is a new one. I just finished it today, and I couldn't wait to come out and play with it, Chris, because you know, Halloween, fall, Halloween. This is my time of the year, man. I love everything. These are my colors. A lot of people like fall, but then, you know, spring comes. Let's go. Oh, I love spring. Spring's my favorite, but it's not. Fall's my favorite. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to decoupage that into there. And then we'll fix the little top of the 3 that I didn't notice. I printed the 3 on the piece of tape I had holding this when it went through the computer. Not the smartest thing in the whole world, but sometimes it happens, but I saved it. Where's my plastic? So what I really want to do is I want to, and I didn't think about it till after I printed it, and then I was too lazy to go change it. What I should have put was the 31st, But there's room right here for me to write a small S and a T. But if I mess it up, then I really messed it up. So maybe I'll just leave it. Leave well enough alone, huh? Let's dry that so I can. First we'll kind of seal it a little. Ah. Look at that. Ah. Robin, this is my favorite piece of Victoriana, is this little label. I'm going to use it literally for everything. You're going to be so sick of seeing this. All right. Yeah, it's fairly dry. We'll leave that up there. Let's look at this. Now I talked about putting, so now we've got this piece. I like it here because I don't want to cover up my, I mean, it does make more sense there. Let's take a vote. There, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Now let's put the broom in the mix and see what happens. 1 with the little broom. I'm going to put the broom on the side of the little, look how cute. Or 1 with the broom there. Now, if I put the broom on it, I see everyone saying 2. Oh, Chris, you've been in Christmas mode. I was in Christmas mode for a minute there, and then I struggled my way out of it. Yeah. Because, you know, to be perfectly honest, Christmas is my least favorite thing to create for. It's just not my thing. It's just, I mean, I like it, you know, but it's just not my thing. Mainly because I don't like glitter. You can't hardly do Christmas without glitter. Now, see, I'm torn. I'm torn. So let's do a couple other things while I think about that. This looks better if we use the broom, in my opinion. Putting it over here with the broom makes it go right up that pumpkin, and I don't think it looks nearly as good. So this really is the better placement for it if we're going to use the broom. And I want to use the broom because I think it's cute as it can be. I think it's just so cute. I'm going to put this up here. So while I'm debating that, while we're debating that, right? Don't you guys think that in the middle is really the better place for it? I do. While you're pondering that, I'm going to cut that off of there. I'm going to take, I should probably seal this before we do anything else. It's got glitter on it because I used glitter yesterday. What am I going to do down here? I have to fix that. Thank you, Charlene. Charlene agrees. Over here, a definite yes without the broom. With the broom, the center makes the most sense, and I really want to use the broom because I think it's one of the cutest ideas. Not my idea. I saw somebody, Reba Rose, I saw made brooms out of this part, these tassels on Victoriana. Brilliant. Brilliant idea she had. Let's seal this, but I have to do something here. I gotta find some paint colors. Oh, you know what I thought? I thought maybe I could cheat and use ink, but I don't think it's going to be enough to cover it. Let's just see. Yeah, Chris, with the broom, the middle is the way to go, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Do I have extra paper? Hold the phone. I've got some extra paper. Yeah, I'm just going to put in a little bit of extra paper there. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to tear a little bit of paper so it doesn't. And I'm just, yeah, that's a, well, look, that still shows kind of. That's darker. Huh. Maybe I'll ink it to darken it up a little bit. And then if I put the paper over it. There, so I've inked it. Now if I put some paper over it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That will work. Okay, so decoupage. Always more than one way to fix a problem. And then I'm just going to lay this right in here. You won't even be able to tell. Always put the plastic away very slowly, because it will stick to that paper. Not as much as it would if it was my fingers, but oh yeah, look, you can't even tell when I take that off of there. Perfect. Let's dry it. So I have this thing going through my head right now that the bristles of this should be brown. Am I overthinking? I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of ink so it's not completely brown, but there's a little bit of a brown tone to it. That's exactly what I'm going to do there. And then I'm going to, let's see how it looks now. Got a big situation here. Let me cut this off. There. Yeah, so I just brushed that with a little bit of brown. And then, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Very cute, and it's going to have a little, where's the tiny, it's going to have a little tiny bow right there. Oh, so cute. I think I want to paint that this little ball here, I think I want to paint it actual black. Where's pitch black? Pitch black. Just give this a little bit of dimension. It needs some dimension. Thin brush. What paper did I print on? I printed on, thank you, Robin. Yeah, the brown kind of gave it more dimension. I printed on, I'll put a link in for the paper, Chris. I'll find your comment when we're done and I'll put a link in for the paper. It's a brand that I buy on Amazon, and I really like it. It works really, really well. I've never had a bit of trouble with it. I'll give you a link. They call it mulberry paper. I find, you know, I've used both and seen both. I find it has just a little bit more body than a rice paper, but it shows through just like a rice paper, you know, shows through. The clarity is the same, so it's not like, oh, you know, you're gonna get, you know, not a great result. It turns out really, really good. You know, you guys, this is my specialty, this teeny tiny stuff that makes you crazy. When you're painting little tiny things like this, if you make your paint a little bit wetter, it will work better. Now let's see if I'm on the right track here. I am on the right track. And then this is going to go here, so just a little bit of that black will show. Super cute. So I want to give just a little dry brush here. Little dry brush. There, we just that up nice. That's a nice looking broom. Nice broom. If the broom fits, ride it. Okay. Thank you, Robin. I put that link in the top, but you know what? You can't have enough links because a lot of times people, when they click in, they end up in the middle of the comments and stuff, and so you can't have enough links. So thank you for putting that in, honey. And I use Robin's products for everything. For sealing, for antiquing, for decoupage, for my paints. All paint couture from our friend Robin. You guys, there's glitter all over this. We're almost done. I just want to get rid of the glitter. I'm so glad I saw that little broom this morning. It's just perfect. Hey Cheryl, hi doll. I didn't see you slip in. I did not see you slip in. Yeah, Lisa, we thought the tag on the side too, but look, with the broom, it looks better in the middle. It really does. It just looks better in the middle. On the side, that broomstick goes right through the pumpkin, and you know, without the broom, that looks nice. But it's just, you know, and I really want it over here because I love this. I love this kind of stuff, you know. But it just, you got to go where the project takes you, and it's taken me here. So that's what I'm doing. I just want to mess with this a little bit. Thank you, Robin. I'm back in the groove, my friend. Thank you for forcing me to do this. Robin and my husband both were like, you're doing a live. And I'm like, I don't want to. They're like, you're doing it. We don't care what you want. They forced me. And I'm so glad they did. I got back on the horse and I'm having a ball. So thank you, Robin, for knowing what was best. All right, let's let that dry a little bit. Oh, I'm having so much fun, you guys. Look how sweet this is. And it stands up. Look, it stands. So happy. I did the sides kind of grungy. Let's get our gator sander and take this off. I think it's dry enough. Hi, Lori. There, look, you can't even tell. Fabulous. Okay. Guys, we're kind of done. I'm going to put a bow up here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to fix the 3. I'm going to, with this micron pen, I want to put, do I need to? I thought maybe I needed to put a, like a piece of rope. It's not rope. What is this called? Jute. Across there, but I don't think I need to. I don't think, like, wrap it first and then put the bow on top of it, but I really don't think that's it's not necessary. Okay. This is to, well, you know what? It was tough love, Robin. That's what it was. Tough love. I don't want the bow to interfere with the back. Yes, so I'm going to put a little bow right there. I've been putting this off because I'm scared. I've been putting this off because I'm afraid to do it. I'm afraid to draw that 3 the top of that tree on there. All right, Crystal. Thanks for dropping by, sweetie. I know you got lots to do. Do I do it? Do I not do it? I'm gonna waste some more time first. I'm thinking I might take, since it was so just what friends do. Robin, you have been an absolute blessing to me, doll. You know, I hit this broom with a little bit of brown ink, and it really, thinking about going just a little bit around, let me do it on the, yeah, just a little bit around the edge of this. It'll still be, yes please, it'll still be brown, but it'll have like a bit of a black edge to it, and I think that it'll stand out a little bit better. And look, I just did that with ink that quickly, okay? And it gave me some really good, and now it doesn't blend into the piece so much. So that's what I did there. Just try things. You know what? If it doesn't work, you do it over. No biggie. No biggie. All right, let's put this away. I can't stall any longer. I have to put that 3 on there. All right, you guys, I'm gonna. So scared. And here's the thing. I'm working. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna try a little. Okay, gotta do it. It's gotta be done. I did it. Not bad. A little crooked, but I don't care. I really want to put ST right there, but I know I'm really asking for trouble, because I don't know if I can write that small. ST. Look how small that would have to be. I really want to do that. What the heck? Right? I shouldn't do this. Oh, thank you, Charlene. You just discovered IOD. Wow. Nice. You're retired and you're crafting again? Good for you. Well, Charlene, stick around, because we have a lot of fun, and this is our jam. And you're a ladybug now that you found me. Everyone that follows me is a ladybug. God, should I do it? I did it without thinking about it. Hold on. Trying to get it to. Yeah, not terrible. Have a little line under it. Look. It looks good. I'm happy. I'm a happy, happy camper. All right, let's wrap this up, okay? I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna put a little dab of hot glue up here. Oh, you guys can't see me. We're on super close up. All right, I'm gonna put a little dab of glue up there. What's going on? Where's the glue? There it is. Oh, no, yeah, now it's gonna, oh, jeepers, creepers. Come on. And it's coming out like gangbusters. Oh, that's a lot of glue. I need a new glue gun. It's kind of served its purpose, and now it does crazy stuff like that. There, so we got a nice little jute bow up top. I do not like to have oozing glue showing from places, so I try to catch it while it's still really pliable and get it off of there. super cute. Okay, now we got to put, oh darn it, I was going to seal this, wasn't I? Rats. I should have done that before I put the bow on. I have to seal it. But you know what? I'm going to put this on first because I happen to know that hot glue does not like to stick to slick surfaces. And what I do, since I make these out of hot glue and they're pretty smooth on the back, I take something rough and I etch into the back, and that way it gives the glue something to hold on to. And I am going to put this on first, and then we're going to seal it, and then we'll put the broom on. So that's going to go right there. I need my measuring space here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This piece is 5 inches wide. So 1, 2, 3, I want it right there. That's perfectly in the middle. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, Lori, thank you. I do sell iron orchid too, you're right. That's my main gig, but I'll tell you what, these printables are taking off, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, this has been wildly successful, a lot more than I thought it would be. I really kind of just started doing it because I wanted papers that I wanted to use, you know, for myself, but yeah, it's turned into something great. It's been very well received, so thank you. All right, here we go. Okay, so there's our so cute. Here, let's put this up. No, this way. Okay. So there we got that. So now we're just going to put our little broom here, and then we will be done. So the broom's going to kind of hang off to the side, and I'm going to put a little bow on the broom. It might be too much. Is it too much, you guys? It kind of overtakes the... Oh, Robin, thank you so much, sweetheart. Robin, you've given me lots of encouragement and some fabulous ideas, so I have to give credit where credit's due. Robin has been my idea machine. She gives me a lot of ideas, and I thank you for that, Robin. Does it need a bow? Maybe it doesn't need a bow. Got a bow up there. Maybe it doesn't need a bow. Maybe the bow is... Maybe I put the bow up on the handle? It's these little things that paralyze me, you guys. Does it still look like a broom if it's up there? I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me what to do so we can wrap this up. Is there someplace else the bow could go? No bow. Okay. Could the bow go there, Robin? Wait a minute, I know. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, everybody, no bow, no bow. So just the broom right there, huh? And call it a day. Okay, all right. The ladybugs have spoken. All right, so I've got to attach that broom. Of course, it has to be in the absolute perfect spot. I think that's the perfect spot. So I'm just going to come underneath it and give just a little touch of glue under there. And then I'll give another little touch up top there. No bow, it's a landslide. Hi Trisha, I didn't see you sneak in. Sneaky. One little dot of glue right there. It's really cute. I'm just over the moon about this one. This might be a keeper. I might have to keep this, Robin. Oh, look how cute. I'm just getting, I don't like when shiny hot glue shows in a picture. So I'm just taking anything that oozed out, I kind of peel it off with these little tweezers. And it makes a big difference in your final, especially in your picture, because that shows that little shiny business. You guys, it's done. How flipping cute is that? Oh, it's just so cute. It's just so cute. I've had this little piece in my drawer for, I don't know, probably 2 years. I did say I was going to seal it, so let's do that with our Paint Couture top coat. I always use satin. I like the way satin looks. So I'm going to give a nice soft brush. That's nice and soft. And I'm going to seal it. Oh, I just love it. It's so cute. And just get some. And then after it dries, I'm going to brush the edges with, like up here and stuff where it's lighter. I'm going to put brown ink. Right now I'm just sealing my, what do you call it, rice paper. See, if you seal it and then try to attach this thing, you have to sand through the sealer, because trust me when I tell you, hot glue will not stick to something slick. It's got to be etched. It has to have something to grab onto. So now all I want to do is make Halloween papers, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. And how much Halloween stuff can you do? All right. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I'm going to give this just a little something. A little something here. Not going to go over that because even though they say those macro pens are what do you call it? Archival. I've had them smear before, so I just don't even mess with it. Yeah, I know. You know what? You might not be able to find this exact shape, but you can find something similar, especially right now, at Dollar Tree. You'll be able to find something similar to that shape. Let's dry it and put a little bit of ink on it and call it done. Look at Jinx just sitting there so cute on a pumpkin robin. Dang it, is that crooked? Darn it. There's always something. There's always one thing that, like, yeah. Like, I have fun, like in the middle of the process, I'm jamming, I'm having a great time. When it comes to putting stuff down, I'll tell you what, I'm always going to put something on crooked. That's just the way I'm built. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this so you guys have it to refer back to in case anybody wants to give it a go. I'm going to do a little bit of brown ink, especially up around here. Just like this, just to kind of, see? Just like that, just to kind of give it a little bit of definition and try to get rid of that, that pen line that I so foolishly got. Brown ink is my favorite. Okay, it's finished. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Thank you, whoever that was. Very sweet. Okay. Hold on, I got too many lids and not enough inks covered. Okay. So there we go. That's it. Did I make it? Oh, an hour and 7 minutes. Yay! Okay, there she is. I'm going to take a really cute picture of this so you have it to refer back to in case you're so inclined. And I used the All Hallows Eve printable. There's links, links everywhere. I'm going to put another link for that at the bottom for people that got here late. There we go. And thank you so much for being here. Who knows, I might be back tomorrow. I might get another wild hair and wanna do something else Halloweenish. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you soon, ladybugs. Bye.